So this is done. Now let us go back to the design we have for the home page. So the keynote speaker is done, and this is contextual as well. Whatever is the context of the group, it will show the keynote speaker accordingly. Now we need to create experts speakers. So these are all the speakers of this particular event or Drupal camp. So this again is going to be contextual, but I think it's the right time to introduce theming to our design, because we will need grids and something like this. So better off just install a new theme and create a base theme based on, or child theme based on a theme. So what we will do is, we already have covered it in the previous lecture, but we will do it again. So UI suite DaisyUI is the theme we are going to use, because it's based on Talent CSS and DaisyUI. So what we will do is, and it also has support for UI suite, which we thoroughly covered in one of the lectures. So we'll use UI suite DaisyUI, but a bit differently now. And let us first install this, download this theme. So ddef, or let us clear the screen first. Okay, so ddef composer require UI suite DaisyUI. One thing, we need to just change the composer stability to something like maybe div for now, because some of the elements in UI suite are still in alphas, just like this theme. So ddef composer require this. And it has some requirements dependencies also, so all of them are getting downloaded also, just like UI icons, patterns, UI patterns, skins, styles, block, and DaisyUI. So now we will need to install these modules also, because if I go now to the themes, this theme will be visible in appearance here, but you can see we are not able to install it because these requirements are needed. So one of them is UI styles block, UI icons patterns, and so on. So let us go to UI, and you will need UI icons fields also. And by the way, we have, let us install all of these modules, most of these in fact, because we will need them. And UI icons library, UI icons media, UI icons speaker text, UI patterns blocks, formatters. We have covered most of these in the lecture already, and layouts also. Then the UI patterns library, views, and this one is very interesting, UI skins. We will cover this also in this lecture. UI styles block, and UI styles layout builder, styles library, UI styles page, UI styles this, and UI styles menu, and install. There were a lot of modules, but all of those will be needed maybe in the project, so better to install them. And if I refresh the page now, because all the requirements have been installed, so now the theme can be installed itself. But so we can install the theme, and I'm not going to make it a default one because there is a reason for it. So I'll click on the install. The theme has been installed. Now if I open the site, and in the themes, sites, themes, contrib, we have the UI suite DaisyUI theme, and it has a folder known as starter kits. And in the starter kits, there is then another folder which is UI suite DaisyUI starter kit. So basically, if you want to create a sub theme, so they have provided you this folder. You can just copy it and move it to the custom folder. So we will create a custom folder inside the themes. Themes custom, no, it is control. So themes custom, and inside the custom we'll have to move this starter kits this folder. Okay, but before this there is a readme.md file, and what it says is PHP core scripts. This is a command which we had written run, if you remember, in our custom theme also. So we can copy this command to generate your theme from web folder. So we will run this command and generate this. You might think yes. Okay, so here we will move to the web folder and run this command, right? PHP core scripts Drupal generate theme, and this is going to be the name of the custom theme we will have. So I will call it, for now I will call it DCISB. ISB stands for Islamabad 2025. So this will be a custom theme for Drupal camp Islamabad, and it is DCISB 2025 dash dash starter kit dash this, and the path should be themes custom. So what we can do is we can copy this folder manually from here and then rename it all the .info files and YMLs and all that, but this command will do all this automatically. So I think this is better if it runs. Yes, PHP core scripts this, and then theme it will generate is what? DC ISB 2025. Fail to run this script.
I think we don't need the starter kit UI suite.
PHP because what they say run to be scripts. Generate this theme DC ISB 25 target. UI suite starter kit is equal to web core. If we do it without DDF, let us try. So it worked without it. And if I go to the themes now, the custom, so here you can see DCISB 2025. Clear? And all the files have been renamed accordingly. Okay, so we don't need to manually do it. This is, and also we will have, for example, Drupal camp Lahore also. So let us create another theme, which is what it will be? DC LHR 2025. LHR 2025. So this way you can create custom themes for any group, and we will get into how we will switch themes, but for now we will focus on DCISB 2025. Okay, so now in the custom folder we have two themes, DCISB 2025 and DC LHR 2025. One thing we can do is, if I come to the design here, and if I just take a screenshot like this and move it to the theme, we just created. This has to be here. So normally themes have a screenshot dot PNG file. So we will paste it here, delete the original one, and we will rename it to screenshot.png. Now if I come to appearance and refresh the page, so you can see this is that theme screenshot, and this is DC ISB 2025 1.10. One thing we can do is, if I come here and open the .info.yml, so the name is this, so we can change it to, in the description, Drupal Camp Islamabad 2025 theme, and even here we can have something meaningful, DC Islamabad theme 2025. So if we refresh it now, so the names are a bit meaningful now. Is this clear? So what we will now do is, for now I'm going to change the theme to this one, Drupal Camp Islamabad 2025, and install inside as default. Clear?
Yes.
And if we go to the home page, so now we have the site installed. Ignore the errors for now. So if we go to the theme folder now, for this theme folder, DCISB 2025, and I will open it in this terminal. Okay, so this is the theme folder for. If you come to VS Code, and here you can see it has a package.json file, and package.json file has all the requirements like Tailwind CLI, post CSS, typography, a lot of and it is supporting VTest actually. Okay, so what do you guess, what should we run? Just initially npm install or ddef npm install, because the package.json file is already there, all the hard work they have done thanks to the maintenance of the theme. So what we need is, we just need to install it now, vm install. So it will download all the requirements and save it in the node_modules folder, right? This is basically the norm in Drupal. They are base themes like Bootstrap or such themes. You just download them, install them, and then create sub themes from it, and all the settings already have been done. You just need to run these commands, and that's it. So all the requirements have been downloaded. Now if we come to the package.json file again, so these are two commands, important ones, build and dev. So for now we can run the dev, otherwise we can run build also. So build is for production, so we will run ddev. And one thing, how do you know that the command will be successful? If you come here in the DCISB 2025 theme, there is no dist folder right now.
Yes.
Right, just the CSS, this is the input CSS folder. So if we run ddev npm run dev, so if it is successful, what it will create, a dist folder. So that's it, it has been created. In fact, it is watching it now. And if you come to here, so we have this dist folder now. Inside the CSS folder we have components and themes. Components have all the components, they automatically get included in and inside the theme there is dark.css, and app.css is the main CSS file which has been created for us. So what else do we need? We have how to include it here. So automatically that is also done in the libraries.yml. There is a library called core, the name of it is core. So in the CSS theme, these two files, app.css and dark.css, automatically get included, right? And then in the info file we have that included here. So we don't need to do any extra work because almost everything is there. But we do need to have something called, if we ever need to write our own CSS, so for that we can create a inside the CSS base here. This is base.pcss dot this. So one change we need to make is we will rename it to .css. Okay, so .css. Okay, the next time we run it, it will create a base folder also here. So let us try. So in the disk CSS, you can see there is this base folder now with the base.css file it generates. So how to check if it is working fine in the base.this? Here I will just add my CSS. So maybe body background dash color green, just to check if it is working fine. It is watching it. Okay, so if you come to base.css now, so you can see the file has been generated. What else we need to do so that this is exactly? So here we'll just copy this line and add it here, and maybe we call it base and base.css. That's it. The next step is we need to clear cache. And if it is green, it means it is working. It is working, right? I'm not sure why this the size of the body probably is lesser than HTML, so that's why it's so. Okay, is this clear? So now base.css is part of this. Okay, if we go to, because this UI suite DaisyUI, it has it is actually DaisyUI custom themes. So there are multiple themes. These are actually called themes in DaisyUI. So you can enable all, or you can how to add a new custom theme. So you can even add your own custom themes by using something like this. So we will do that next. What we can do is I can just copy all this and inside the source themes, by default there is this .pcs.this. Okay, so I will create a new file. I will name it maybe as b2025.pcss.css. okay, and I will paste that from there. So these are actually the variables. These are the color variables for the corresponding. But if you check, there is a setting below this. If you are using CDN, so we are using CDN for DaisyUI in this theme, so we will have to use this syntax rather than that. So here I will just copy this in the, everything has to be inside this colon root has input this and so on. So I will copy the inner details of the this like this, and here I will paste them. okay, and remove everything above. So this is what it says, and the name of it will be ISB 2025, and the rest of the details are like this. Is this clear? So this is a custom theme which we are creating, and custom theme means custom CSS files, the basics variables. Okay, so for example, if we need primary color, so what it should be something like green or whatever. If it is secondary color, it should be also something related to our theme. But for now, just to test, I will make it the primary color as red and the secondary color as green. Okay, so just to test if it is working fine. The next step is, so if we recompile it in the themes, we should have ISB 2025.pc as .css. So let us do it. So if we come here in the dist folder, in the themes, CSS themes, so we have ISB 2025.css. Clear? What else do we need to do now?
Edit inside the YAML file.
Libraries, very good. So it's sorry, here, maybe after, or what it is, ISB 2025.css. okay, is this clear? Okay, the next step is we need to clear cache so that it is included in the marker. How to know it has been included? I will refresh the page. Let us remove the background from base, this one. We need to compile it. I think configuration, performance, also we need to have development settings on. So that setting CSS has been removed. Now if we go to view page source, so you can see there is this base.css also getting included, and the ISB25.css also getting included, which is this one.
Yes.
So it is working, but it still is not taking effect. How can we know? If I go to the some of the components, maybe the buttons, where is the button component? This is button. So all of these are the button colors, right? So if I copy all of this, and how to test them right now? Any idea? I'll go to content, add content, basic page. I will add basic page, testing colors, and in the source we'll first make it full HTML and copy that markup, right? Testing colors, and I will save it. So you can see the buttons are of these colors. Just to check if the custom CSS theme we have created, is it taking effect or not. So right now it is not taking effect because the primary color we have given is, where it was, base themes, this one. So it is red, the primary color is red and the secondary is green. So unless these two colors have not taken effect, that's the it will show that our theme is not taking effect. So what we need to do is, first, the most important thing is, if we come to the view source, and you should have such problems normally in your Drupal career. So if you come to view page source, you can see the problem actually is this base dot, this isb25.css should be loaded after the DaisyUI theme, this one, because it has all the. And how do I know it? If I go back to the testing colors buttons, this one is primary. Okay, so if I inspect it, and if I come here, it is showing the color primary. This is that variable. Okay, let me zoom it in. Okay, so if I click on it, this is the definition of the primary color, and where it is in theme.css, and theme.css is inside. If I click on it, it is actually the one provided by the CDN. So it is taking effect from the CDN theme.css rather than the one we have created. So the first priority for us is, we need to make, what we need to do is, please tell me. We need to change the order of these scripts. These CDN links should be above isb2025.css. okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the first thing we need to do, and in order to do that, there is a trick we can use. So if we come to the .info.yml file, libraries.yml, so this is the core library we have created for our theme, and in the info.yml we are just using this. The CDN links actually are copied from the base theme. So if we come to the contrib folder, contrib UI, and here if you go to the info.yml and libraries.yml, so there it is DaisyUI, and here all the CDN links are included.
Yes, sir.
Inside this DaisyUI library. Okay, so in our own .info.yml file, that libraries.yml file, this, here we can specify one key in the libraries dependencies. Okay, like this. So the dependencies should be that the contrib themes, this UI underscore suite underscore DaisyUI. So if you come to .info.yml, and this is the dependency. So what are we actually asking our libraries? We are asking, include this library, but there is a requirement of this library, and that requirement is what? The DaisyUI library of the
Yes, sir.
base theme. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So what did this mean? This library will only be included after Drupal has included this.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So if it is a dependency, it means it will first include this and then the
Yes, sir. These
the library of our own theme. And now I will clear cache. Okay, now we will check if it is working fine. So you can see these are the CDN links for DaisyUI, this one and this one. Let me zoom it in. Now the order has changed. These two have been included first,
Yes, sir.
and then the our own files. Okay, so this is at least covered. Now there is one more thing we need to make. Why is this still not working? So what it does is, if you go to the inspect and to the HTML attribute here, DaisyUI requires, if I zoom it in, in the HTML tag inside it requires a attribute which is data dash theme, and data dash themes should be something we have in the CSS. So the name of our theme is DCISB 2025. This is that CSS file we created. Okay, so it should be this, and that's it. So we have added a data dash. It didn't get included or what? Let us do it again. It should be data dash theme equals DCISB 2025, and that's it. Okay, it has now been included. So what change do you expect? I think there is still some issue. Okay, actually I will show you that in a while. So up till this stage our requirements are well set up, but we still need this module UI skins, which we have included, I think. This is UI skins. Okay, so what this module does is, the data attribute I was talking to you, it adds this automatically for us. Okay, so I will need to create one thing, and that is, if you go to the main theme, this one, it has a file called UI suite DaisyUI UI underscore skins dot themes dot YML. So we need to copy this file to our own theme. And we will change it accordingly. The name of our theme is DCISB 2025 dot UI skins dot themes dot YML. Okay, and UI skins means this is related to that module. I will delete everything else, just the last one I will just change it to DCISB 2025. The label should be DCISB 2025. Label this data dash theme and HTML, and I will remove all the other stuff. That's it. Okay, so DCISB 2025, and I just need this key. If you create other themes also, CSS themes, you can define those here as well. Is this clear?
Yes.
Now if we clear cache, and we come to appearance and come to the settings for this theme, DC Islamabad settings, in the bottom it is because of this UI skins module, so we can select different themes, and one of them is this one, which is our own theme. All of these are coming from the main theme, but the last one which we just added is DCISB 2025, which is coming from this file. Okay, if I change this to Drupal camp Islamabad 2025 and clear cache, so it will be changed also. So if I just refresh it, come here, select theme, so this is Drupal camp Islamabad.
Yes.
Okay, So if I choose this and save, what does this mean? This theme will have that theme applied, CSS
Yes,
theme
sir,
applied.
variable.
So it can be all the variables related to your theme.
Yes.
So now if I come to the home side and refresh, it still is not taking effect. But if I inspect the code now, hopefully in the
Data dash theme.
you can see data dash theme DC ISB 2025. Is this clear?
Yes.
So this is what it was needed for the variable to work. So we have added it, but probably there is still some problem, and let me just check what it could be. So if we come to the CSS folder, then the themes folder, okay, this is ISB 2025.
Yes.
So we should rename all the
Fine. So this.
it's ISB 2025. Okay, so there is a problem with this. So what we need to do is in the this it should be ISB 2025 and clear cache. So if I come to appearance settings, we will change it to this. If I come to the site again, just to check if it is ISB 2025. So now it is ISB
Yes.
2025. Hopefully it will now be working. So if I go to the buttons we created, why is it still not taking effect? As there is always some problem with copying stuff, so I copied probably this all, and I didn't change the name of the theme, the CSS theme. So probably this is the problem. So if I go to this, and here it should be this whatever is applied to 2025, and this data dash theme should also be 20 ISB 2025. Now we need to recompile or rewatch, and maybe we need to clear cache also. So always if you are copying something, you should be changing values too. Where I need to go now? Maybe yes, it has taken effect. And if I go to custom testing buttons, so you can see now this button is red and this one is green.
Yes.
So actually the whole point of all this exercise, though it was a bit tedious, what Afaq, can you tell me what we have done and why we did all this?
Sarji, we have created our own custom theme, and we have override the DaisyUI theme, and now we have changed the color variables, and now it is taking effect, the primary and secondary colors.
Exactly. So in any new theme, Drupal theme, you should have something like a CSS theme as well, a DaisyUI based CSS theme.
Yes.
So if I come to the design we have right now, which is this. So what do you think if there are some buttons, for example these are the buttons and the background color and all this? So we should be in any Tailwind CSS or DaisyUI sites, you should have all those colors defined inside this custom. So we should be changing all this to any of the primary colors or secondary colors or whatever. Okay, is this clear?
Yes.
So the primary color here is, in our site, what should be the primary color? Maybe this is the primary color.
Yes.
So how can we choose it? I will pick a color and this one. So this is primary color, right?
Yes.
And we will change it with the primary color, which is red now. And similarly, what should be the secondary color? Maybe this blue, this one. Okay, you can install some extension like this and get the color which is, so the secondary color is this. Clear? DaisyUI uses base dash this for body backgrounds and HTML backgrounds, so probably we need to change that also to something like this one. So if we choose this color, we'll make it this, and let us recompile or rewatch. So you can see this is the primary color, this is the secondary color, and the background is a bit green. We will continue after the break. So now we have the CSS theme in this style. I think the text has gone, so maybe we need to change some of the values from, and if we change the color base content, so this variable is used by DaisyUI for text color. So what we can do is we change it to white. Maybe I'm not very good in OKLCH functions, so let us do it the normal Drupal normal CSS way. So white should be all the text. So if you want the text to be white everywhere, you will have to change the base dash content variable. Now if we run it again, I'm not sure why is this watch not working. So if we refresh the page, hopefully, yes, so all the text now is white on the site. Is this clear?
Yes.
So though we are not using exact colors from the design we have, this is the original design, but gradually over the course of this presentation we will continue adding variables required for this design. So far I think this is enough. We should build on this. Okay, so if we come to the design, and this was the expert speakers section provided by our designer. So in Drupal, how will we build it? These are speakers, right? So this is picture, this is title, and this is designation. Probably we need a designation field in the speakers. So if we go to structure, content types, speaker, here we can add a new field and we will call it text plain designation. Okay, because I always make fields with the idea of reusing them, so we should have it something like field dash plain underscore text, and the label is designation. So if we have to reuse it somewhere else, it will not be designation. The machine name of the field will not be designation. That won't be that confusing. We'll just use plain underscore text and continue. So if now we add any speaker, we'll have a designation field also, which we can use here. So these three fields are required. The image, title means the name of the speaker, and designation. Then this is one box, and it's a, so how can we do it? Anybody? Yeah.
So speaker view.
Yeah, it will be a view of grid, kind of grid, and each item is, we can do it in two ways, but if we do it from the view mode point of view, how can we do it? if we make this one a view mode, just view mode?
The card.
Yes, card view mode.
So we can create a view mode for this, for example, a speaker card, and we can select the title, the name, the image, and we can style according to our design, and
Then
we
create
can
a
use
view.
it. We can use it as a view, and
Okay, let's do
change
it.
it from the field toward the view mode. So
Yes.
setting change.
And remember, we studied single directory components, so we can do it directly also, but I will first create single directory components for these so that we can reuse them. If we come to the theme we have and the UI suite, DaisyUI theme already has a lot of cards in it.
Yes, sir.
So we come to card. Which one is more relevant to this one? I think large image and then this and this.
Yes.
So a large image, this one, right? I
Yes.
think this one is more default card title, this, and so we can quickly copy this card design and create a new one. We will rename it something else and maybe just small adjustments we'll be able to create, or we can just quickly create our own also. So if we go to the DDC ISB 2025 in the component section, card already is there, and we will make it new folder and call it, what can we call it?
Speaker card.
Speaker card. But such names are also not very robust, because if I have to use the same card for something else, then there will be speaker word in it. So let us make it card again, rename it to card 1. Card 1. We can have some styles like card 1, card 2, card 3 and so on. Okay. So the requirement for the cards is we need to have a component.yml file and a twig file. These are the two things which we need. So in card 1 we will paste those two and rename them to
Card 1.
card1.component.yml and card1.twig. Okay, in the twig file there are a lot of things, but let us make it easy. So I have already copied the designs we have in HTML provided by our front end guy. So this is the whole the main page, and we have the speaker sections in it. This is the whole page which is open in the browser right now, and this is the expert speakers section, and each one of them is a card. So let me just copy the content of one card into that section. So if I search for X,
Remove it.
expert speakers,
Where is that card? Down below.
okay, so here it starts from
Here.
speaker card, this one, right?
Yes, sir.
And it is inside the
Speaker cards.
cards section. but for now we need it as this one.
Yes, sir.
So we have copied it, and now we will move to card1.twig, and for now I will remove, or maybe on at the bottom of the page I will add this, right? So now we need to make some values, the actual values as variables, right?
Yes, sir.
So image source is equal to this one,
Yes.
so this should be a variable.
Yes,
So
sir.
maybe this is image URL, a variable.
Yes, sir. Image.
This one,
Yes.
okay, image URL. Then we have class, this is the name of the speaker, so maybe name, and this is going to be designation. So primarily we need these three variables, okay,
Yes.
and then all of these values are.
Yes. Start.
So in the component of YML we need these three
Yes.
variables. I will remove the rest of the stuff from here. This is pretty complex. We need to have something very simple for now. So in the component of YML, let us define, and we can make them slots, and we can make them, let us make them slots, okay. So the title is, the variable is image URL. We can make them props also, okay. So we will make it image URL and URL of the image. Then title, so this is name, I think.
Yes.
There we have used the name of the
Speaker.
name of the card or whatever, and then the last one was designation. So this is text also, okay. Again, if we have to reuse this somewhere else, so designation does not make any sense.
Yes, sir.
So let us change it. We can make it subtitle, okay,
Yes.
and description is subtitle. So image URL, name, subtitle, and in the card1.twig we can change it to subtitle. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. So this single directory component is ready, card1, and if we clear cache, it will be available for us to use. But there is one more requirement. If we come to that this design, so this one component is ready, but the whole of it should be placed inside
The
wrapper, and that we will use the grid component by
the view.
already, and it is available in the here in the grid call section. So we will use this component as a wrapper for that card component which we have created. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. So if you come to structure, now we need to use a view mode, and in the content types for speakers, manage fields, manage display. If I come to manage display, so there is no option for view modes. First we need to create a view mode, and we'll assign this card1 view mode to that particular this card1 component to that view mode. So if I come to content types, display modes, view modes, add view mode, and I'm going to create it for the content, means the nodes. So we'll make it card 1. We'll call it card 1, and it should be for the speaker content type, and save. Okay, so now if I come to structure, content types, manage display of speaker,
content type.
manage display, what first step I need to have? So in the custom display settings, that is already checked. If it is not checked, you need to check that particular view mode, so it will appear in the
Yes, sir.
card 1 here. This one is the, now I need to use this card 1 view mode and relate it with the
Card one SDC component.
SDC component we have created. So what I need to do? Manage layout. Good. So here we will use layout builder for this view mode, this one. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and save. And then manage layout, if you remember, if I click on add section for now, so why are these single directory components available in the in this interface?
Due to the UI styles.
UI, the
Layout.
pattern layouts
Pattern
module.
layouts. Yes, sir.
It is pattern,
Layouts.
this one, UI patterns layouts module. Okay, so it converts a component into layout for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here this one is extra or default one, so let us first remove the one we already have. Now I have no section, I will add a section. Here I will choose which one?
Card one.
Card 1. Card 1, if it is available. So
Here in the brush commands.
had we card 1, then we have card1.compo. Had we cleared the cache? Okay, the name may be different. This is card. So card1.component. We don't need all of these. We just need card 1.
And remove the other slots also, or the actions.
Also we don't need, or maybe if we need them, but we don't need them for now, so we will remove the props also. We just need slots here. Okay, this is a very simple component. Slots has 3 variables: image URL, name, and subtitle. And now the name card 1 should appear there, and we should, okay, so we will clear cache in hope that this card 1 component will appear here. And if I refresh the page, add section, so this one, even it shows which theme has provided the single directory components. This one, card DC Islamabad theme 2025. So this is going to be, because we have not used any icon, that's why the icon is not visible. But if I click on it,
This is the previous card, so we have to select the card one.
yes, so I think we removed it. Have we saved the card1.component? Now if we create section, it is still taking the older name. Okay, this one is the right one, card
Yes,
one.
sir.
So if I click on card one, and add section, so what do you expect now? There are 3 blocks, and if you remember from the previous article,
Yes, sir.
in the previous lecture we had, each block is for each slot in the component.yml.
Yes, sir.
And how do we know which block is for which slot?
So we have to hover.
Yes, so in the bottom you will see the name of the,
Yes, sir.
so you can see image URL, and if I hover over this one, it is name, and this one is subtitle. So we can use these 3 here. But if I want to add an image here, picture image, I need a URL, right? But right now we will have only the option for picture, and the formatter is thumbnail.
Yes, sir.
We don't have any URL, thumbnail URL. So what we need?
We have to install the media thumbnail URL.
Thumbnail
format.
URL.
Thumbnail URL. format.
URL media Drupal. This URL formatter is missing. So we need to quickly install this one. And then we will have to enable it. Now if I refresh the page, or not even refresh the page, but rather if I add the block again, this one, and picture, now in the formatter we should have, first we need to hide the label, and then in the formatter there will be thumbnail URL also.
Yes,
So rather than showing the picture itself, we can just use the, because the input of it was image URL, and image style will keep maybe a larger image style. This one is good as well as the wider one, but we will use the large one, and add block. So this will be the image URL. The next one is, it should be title. Title is the name,
yes.
and we will hide the label and add block. And the last one is going to be
This is,
subtitle. Good. But in Drupal, what we had named it? Designation? Yes, designation.
and text.
Plain text is fine, and add block. So all the 3 slots have been added, and if I save the layout now, so what does this mean? Any view which is view mode, which is card 1, it will be displayed in the card 1 component.
Yes.
Okay, now let us create a view, and structure, views, add new view, and we'll call it home page speakers. Okay, home page speakers. So what do we need? Content of type speaker.
Speakers.
And we'll create a block, and for now let how many items are there? Let us go
8.
to the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 articles, sorry, 8 speakers, and save and edit. Is this clear?
Yes.
So right now we have 2 speakers only, and we need to add extra speakers also, but I want to bring the view mode into effect in this view. What I need to do?
change the setting, show setting from fields toward the view mode. Yes, sir.
Very good. So we have to change this show fields. If we are showing fields, it means view modes will not take effect.
Yes, sir.
But if we change it to content,
Yes, sir.
this one, apply, and here we can choose the view mode.
Yes,
So we have the
card
card one
Yes,
view
sir.
mode, and that's the power of view modes. So now you can see this is AFAQ, and this is the in the preview it is not showing well, but
Because this is the image URL.
image URL, right?
Yes, sir.
For now we can change it to the other one.
Okay, we will see how it behaves, but in the format what should I select so that the grid component,
Grid, sir.
this grid component
Responsive grid.
takes effect, this one, grid 4 region, and then grid calls, I think it is called, this one. So we'll come to the view again. This is the format, it should be component UI patterns.
Yes, sir.
And then which component? So we'll come to the grid section, this one, grid calls.
Yes.
Grid calls. So you are provided with the slots. So each row will be a slot in this component.
Yes.
So we'll choose views, view row. Why is there one slot only in the item section? Because this is a separate component. This grid calls is a separate component, and how do we note this? If you go to the UI patterns theme, concept theme, in the components we have grid calls. This is the grid calls component, and in the component.yml it has just one slot, which is items. So items will have anything inside
yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir.
So what the source we have given it? The source is the view rows. So each row of the view will be the source for it, and apply. Okay. In the settings, how many container type is? Again, this is that power of props for the component. So we can make it container breakout or BG breakout. So maybe breakout is fine for now. Then the grid, let us do it to save time just for desktop right now so that you can see the whole. So grid template columns, for 2 Excel it should be 4 columns, right?
Yes, sir.
Also for Excel it should be 4 columns, or
Yes,
what?
sir. 4 column. Then on LG it will be 3.
And for LG it will be
3.
3, something like this. So Excel 4 columns, 2 Excel 4 columns, and let us leave the mobile ones, we can set them later, and apply. Save. So this is going to be a view of blocks. Right now it is not showing up, we will set it up, but ignore the problem with it right now. By the way, we have added this rounded, and there seems to be some problem with the card tweak we have used, maybe card 1, this one. So image source is this, class is this, and image URL. Okay, I think once it takes effect, probably it will be working.
Yes, sir. It will be working. Yes.
Okay, one thing from this view still is missing. What is this?
Subtitle, sir.
Hmm?
Subtitle.
Designation? No. This is generic view for the speaker content type, this one. It will show as it is. It is not contextual as per the group type. So what we need to do?
Yes, sir. We have to create make
So
a
we
relationship.
will make relationship,
Yes, sir.
and the relationship should be
Yes, sir.
first to the relationship, group relationship.
Group relationship and then the group ID.
This is group relationship, and which one? Speaker. Is this session or okay? And another one also is needed, which will
For
be
the group ID. Yes, sir.
group.
ID.
This one, group relationship. Simple. So we have reached the group entity, and now we can make a contextual filter on the
ID.
ID of the group. This is content, this is group.
Yes.
So whichever group you are on, only that group's speakers will be shown. So if I am on one, update preview, we have just John right now because we have added just one speaker who is the keynote, right?
Yes, sir.
If we are on two, so it's Safa, but we will add a few more speakers now, so it will be clear. Okay, save. Now I want to show it on a group page right now, just to test why is it not functioning properly. So if I go to structure blocks, block layout, I want to show it only on the group page, right, in the content region. So place block and speakers, home page speakers,
Yes.
place, and on the group types, this event group type it will be shown, or we can remove it for now and save. So this is the home page speakers and save block. Now if I go to any of the groups, maybe Islamabad, you can see,
Image is not taking effect.
so both of these are, and probably the contextual filter right now is not working and the image also is not working, but you get the point that if this image starts working, for some reason it is not working.
In the contextual filter, we are not selecting the value of group ID.
In the
Contextual filter, sir. In the home speaker view,
didn't we,
no, sir, we didn't select it.
this,
Yes, sir. Provide
okay, for default value, and it should be
and
group ID from the
URL, yes.
good, thank you for this, and save. So if I come to the home page again of the camp, now how many speakers will be showing up?
One.
Okay, sometimes this error may be because of the debugging information, so for a moment I just want to hide it. If I go to development settings, enable this and save, we refresh the page, and now if we inspect, what is it doing? Div, okay. Do you know what it is doing? Inside
The source.
the source it is showing divs. So what could be the reason for this? Remove markup. We need to remove markup.
Yes, sir.
So
No
what do
markup
we need?
module. No markup module.
No markup module. Very good. No markup Drupal. This is a very cool module which is used specifically for this purpose. Retrieve dash en, no markup, that's why. A question to you, from where I will make this change?
Go to the view, manage display.
Very good.
The speaker.
And we will go to the speaker, manage display and card 1,
Yes, sir.
and then manage layout, and here this is the first one is for the image, right?
Yes,
So if I edit it, configure, here you will see the remove field markup option, even the separator is not needed, and update and save layout. So if I come to the group now, you see the image.
The subtitle is also not coming.
Also subtitle is missing, so let us diagnose that too. What could be the reason? Subtitle is the variable here and the name is this. So if we go to the component.yml, subtitle, are there any typos? subtitle, I think it is fine. So
Sir, add another content speaker. Then
actually this content speaker was added, this field was added, just we have not updated the
Yes, sir.
value.
Before it.
So if we edit Afaq Khan, this one, and we will need to have this designation,
So it is empty.
CEO Infotech. Right, if you go to this home page for the group, so now that
correct.
appears.
Yes.
Okay, and why do we have just one for Afaq? Because it is now contextually filtering
One.
based on the group,
Okay.
and now what we need is we need to add a few more speakers to this
In this
group.
group, yes.
So what we need to do is we'll add content
Speaker.
speaker, and here we need to add, but if I add a speaker here, how will I relate it with the group?
So for that we have to go to the group and then add content.
Yeah, add existing content. So what we can do is if I directly come to a particular group, for example
Yes, sir.
Islamabad, and go to nodes, so from here if I use add
New content.
add new content, so we can directly
Add it.
add a speaker. And let us add a few speakers quickly. Mr. John on the biodata. Add a picture, and we have the folder with all the pictures.
Yes, sir.
If I go to the site, DDCDP Drupal CDP Drupal event project. So here we will have some images, and if we change the view to, how can we change it to something else?
Speakers by the name of speaker. It have all
Images.
speaker 1, speaker 2.
Okay, that's good. And then some URL. LinkedIn profile. He's not going to be a keynote speaker because keynote speaker is just one, and CEO Mardan, and save. So now he has been added, and if we come to the page, the second one is also showing up. This is a CSS issue. How can we fix it so that both are of the same size?
You can add some specific heights to that card.
Okay, so we will do it
Yes, sir.
later, but you get the idea. Maybe min height,
Min
yes.
height, yes.
Okay, then let us add one a few more, but to save time you have got the idea. We will do something later on, but I think let us add two more. So groups, Islamabad, nodes, create new content, speaker, and this one will be George Khan, and add media. So again we will need some speaker from the sample. Then the social links, it can be any dummy link for now, and the designation is webmaster, and save. If we refresh the page,
Yes.
or maybe we can go to this one, so you can see we have these two. Probably the image dimensions of this was
Yes,
different, that's why it's not taking effect. So we can have some image style,
Yes, sir.
and if we render it in image style, all of them will be rendered in the same size. That's one of the ways. And if we add one more,
Yes.
speaker, and let us quickly do it. There is a module I recently came across, so it can make stuff easy for us. Group content feed or something like this. I just checked it today. Okay, we can use that a bit later. The next thing is, if I go again to Drupal Camp Islamabad and not to add
node.
nodes, add new content, and we'll add one more speaker. Shahab Khan. Picture, choose, and some speaker 7. Thank you, Afaq, for all these images. Then some link. And he's CEO Katlang. And save. Now if you go to the home page for groups, so this is the fourth one. How to specify a particular image style. So we can create some image style of square shape, and then we will use that, so this one will be improved as well.
Yes.
Let's quickly do it. So
Sir, edit that speaker and replace the image.
okay, that's good as well. Good idea. And I knew it already. You didn't like yourself to be so old. Speaker 8. So, and similarly we can add further speakers also, but to save time, these are enough.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. And what is this page called? Group/2.
Group page. Sir.
Group page, and in this, the context of this website, what it will be? The home page of every conference.
Yes, sir.
It will be the home page of
Every conference. Yes.
every conference. Okay, if I, for example, come to another group, which is Drupal Camp Islam Lahore, so there
Home page.
its home page will be the conference home page.
Yes.
So we can also give the wrapper classes through the attributes
Yes,
for the design purpose.
yes, because
Like grid calls for the
yes, so in the view we gave 4, and that is controlled by the wrapper of the component.
UI component.
Yeah.
It is inside the node builder on the right side.
In fact, UI Suite module has made it very powerful. So if I come to the this grid calls component in the parent theme, so if you see in the component.yml, this is just the slot. The slot is items, and in the props, these properties, container type, background image, classes, enum, bgtop, whatever, all of these are the settings props which are provided by the interface then,
Yes.
and you can use, and they are applied to the .twig file here. So
Yes.
any property, all the concept is there, all the logic is there, so it gets applied accordingly,
Yes, sir.
whichever property is selected.
If we need the padding, so we can also
Exactly. So
It
for
also
example,
have these classes.
in the padding here will be some settings for padding also, and in attributes the classes are added, all of these classes. So it's a very powerful system.
Yes.
If I come to the design, the mockup, this one, sorry, the original design, I hope there is a stage when we cannot differentiate the Drupal site from the mockup, but I think this one is the one. So we have kind of done this one. Now we need to move on to speakers, previous scams, then the Drupal training. We can ignore the Drupal training for now, past Drupal camp videos, the sponsors. So let us create the sponsors view now.
Okay.
Sponsors and partners. These images are also there in the
Yes.
folder.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can create some content first, and then we will create a view and show it in this style.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Structure, content types. In the sponsors we have the logo already, the sponsor details, and the website URL.
Yes.
Okay, so let us create a few content first, and
We can add it from the group.
you can edit from the group directory. So Drupal Camp Islamabad, nodes, create new content, sponsor, and here we will name the sponsor. So let us start with this one, which is Flash. This is sponsor's detail. We'll upload a logo. And these are some PNG logos. So then if it has some URL, and publish. So this is that logo, and this is the URL address. Let us add 2 more, or maybe 3. If you open the mockup website, then we have next move. So let us name it next move. Logo 2.
O2.png.
And you can have https colon this next move and save. Let us add one more so that we have at least something to create a view for. So we'll go to groups, nodes, add new content, sponsor, and the third one is Bristol. And so on. One more so that one row is ready. And the fourth one is Cobb.
And you have selected 2 images.
I think these are enough. Okay, so let us think about this view for a while. What we need to do, just as a Drupal developer, you need to look into the design and think about how you should design it in Drupal. So this is going to be a view. This is an image with, and we already have a design for this. So let us create a component for this. This one logo will be a component,
Yes.
and then we will place it in
The view.
the view. And we can do it both ways to link, and you can notice this logo is linked, so we will have to link it with the URL of the logo,
Yes.
the relevant website URL of the logo. So let's start with first creating the SDC component. We come to the theme we have, DCISB, and here we will create one folder. We will call it, let us call it sponsor for now. Okay, so what are two important ingredients of a singularity component?
YML and the click file.
Two things are YML and
Click file.
quick file. So this we will have one sponsor dot. What is happening? I'm not sure. New file sponsor dot component dot YML, and another one will be
Sponsor.twig.
sponsor dot quick. Okay, so we have the mockup design already, and here we should copy individual logo design. Okay, so this one, this is one logo, so this is going to be the component for us actually, and we will use some variables to make it dynamic. I'll paste it here. So what are going to be the variables in it?
Yes, the image
It is going to be the image URL
and the link.
and the link. So this is the image URL, this is going to be the dynamic part of it. So image URL, and what else?
Website URL.
This is the website URL. So we can make it website URL like this. Okay, so two variables, and maybe we need alt also, so this can be the title of the
Yes.
but for now let us we'll make it alt. So three things we need: website URL, image URL, and alt. So in the components, and a quick way is we will copy the contents of the component from here in the sponsor.component. We will call it sponsors, sponsor and sponsor card. Clear? So in the slots we can use props also, but because of the way UI Suite module improves slots, so we can use this. So it will be image URL, then what
Title.
else?
Title. Alt.
Alt,
Alt.
and this is alt,
Website URL.
and this one is website URL. Image URL, alt, and website URL. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, so we can do it, as I said, we can do it in a lot of ways, but we will do it through views and the fields actually. Right now we won't use the content
Yes, sir.
view mode style. Let us do it differently so that you know how to do things here as well. Is this clear? So we have image URL, website URL, and all these are three variables, and let us check if they have been defined properly. Website URL, image URL, and alt.
Yes, sir.
Now you will clear cache so that this is redef .cr. In the site I will create a structure views, add new view, and it will be sponsor and partners. Sponsor and partners. And what content it should be?
Sir, the
Of type sponsor.
sponsor.
And we'll create a block of 8 logos. Save and continue. The first thing in a group based site is you should have relationships. So let us quickly do them. Relationship.
Group relationship.
Just imagine if you were using some custom SQL query and using joins. Would
Yes,
it be
sir.
this easy?
No, sir.
So just enjoy Drupal. And the concepts are the same. That's the lovely part of it. Then in the contextual filter we will use group
Group ID.
or just ID.
ID.
So we have group ID this, and provide default value. It should be group ID from the URL.
Yes.
So that part is ready. Now if I just search for one and update, but two, it should be all those logos we have added. So the title is, we are not going to link it to anything, so I will remove the link. Then we have the image or the logo. This is, you can check from here where it appears. So it
Yes.
appears in sponsor. We have reused it, that's why it is showing three things. What should be the formatter?
Thumbnail URL, sir.
Thumbnail URL.
Yes.
And we are also going to use the website URL. It appears in speaker sponsor, so it means we have reused it, and also known as content website URL. So you should know
Yes,
if you have reused a field, that is also given here. Apply. So here the formatter should be link, just link, but it is, we need a separate link in this link icon component icon per item. Link text. Okay, let's see how it behaves. Okay, so these are the three things. The next is, we will use in the show fields, we'll make it fields. Okay,
Yes.
by default it is fields, but we will use the UI patterns. So which pattern we want to use?
Sponsor.
The sponsor. If it has been created properly, so this is that in the other section, sponsor.
Yes, sir.
So image URL, URL of the image, and
Yes, sir.
from where we will take it, view field. Which view field? The media image.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Similarly for alt, which view field?
Title.
Title.
View field title.
This is the title view field.
Already sent.
And the last one is website URL. I think this is something a bit tricky, like, but we will. And the field underscore links. Apply. It already says something wrong has happened because of the link formatter. For now, let us remove the link formatter, this field, for a moment, and in the settings, website URL, we will remove it also. Okay, so we have just title and picture for now, and save.
I think it have something there, sir.
Yes, it has, but it is not showing. And if we search for Drupal Camp Islamabad, I think there is something, but still they are not shown because the color of the logo is white, and maybe that is one of the reasons. Okay, but we will continue. So the website link should be the logo should be clickable, and the link should be the website link we have added. So I think we should reintroduce the website link, and there are these options. The formatter should be link, but the URL only, and show URL as a plain text. So that's how we want the URL to be. Now I think this is in the proper format. And one more thing, we need the fields have been changed to component UI patterns. So all of these three are component UI patterns, and we need to change the unformatted list also to the component UI patterns. And from your guess of the previous
Grid
speakers
calls.
grid, so what we will do is we will go to grid calls.
Yes.
From here we will choose the items should be, because the slots
Slots.
is items, and it should be view rows, and that's all we need. Then because if come to the design, it is 4-column grid, so we need a 4-column grid also here. So for grid to Excel we should have 4 columns. For Excel it should be also 4 columns. Maybe for large we need it to be 3 columns. For MD 2 columns,
Yes.
and for mobile
1 column.
1 column. I think these settings are enough, and save. So we are on the group page now, and we want to show the logos here.
Yes.
So how can we do it?
Place the block.
Yes.
Place the block.
View in the
So
content section.
we'll go to structure, block, layout, and here in the content,
sponsors and partners.
sponsors and partners, and we will place the block here in the content region here, and save. Now if I come to the group page again, I think we are good to see, and each of the link should also be, but right now the link seems to be group/2, so probably that is not working. The link is not working, but the icons, the logos are working fine. So let us check why it is not working. I think we need to set the settings for website URL. It is
Yes, sir.
should be view field, and which view field?
Yes, sir. The website URL.
The links.
Links, yes.
And apply. Save. So yes, now the links are all dynamic.
Yes, sir.
Is this clear? So if now I add extra logos to this view, they will be stacking to the
Yes, sir.
next screen. But do you think this is the right way? If we have any other powerful core modules, is this the right way to build all the layout page from the block layout in the content region like this?
No, sir.
For each theme we will have to repeat or at least rearrange these fields.
Fields,
So
yes,
what could be the possible or the more powerful way of doing it? Anybody? I mean, right now we are placing blocks, all the views we have created in the content region of block layout.
Yes, sir.
But we need to improve this methodology. How can we do it? What should we do? Very good. Layout builder, but layout builder of which entity?
UI pattern layouts.
Because we are dealing with the home page of the group
Yes, sir.
module, this one.
Yes, sir.
So which entity type we should have?
Manage display of group one.
Very good. So if you go to groups, group types, the event is the group type. Here we will use manage display,
Yes, sir.
and in the manage display we will use layout builder. Clear?
Yes, sir.
And then this is very important, allow each group to have its own layout. So if in case a Drupal camp or a conference site wants to have a separate layout, so they can have that also. So we will check this one also and save. But by default, which one will take effect? This one. So we'll click on manage layout. Here we will add all the fields of the group as well as the views we have added. So which one is the first one to add?
Hero.
I think we should remove this one,
First one, yes, sir.
and that's it. Okay, so first one we will add hero. So add section, and here we will set which section we should have. Ideally just one column,
Yes, sir.
because any view we place should be stretching to the whole width. So one column is fine. And then we will add blocks in it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And one thing, if you click on the section again, we should have a name for it, but I just forgot to add a name. So let us add it again. One column, administrator name should be main template region or whatever. So now we'll add a block, and which block? First one it should be hero view we have created. List views, it shows in the list views.
Yes.
Hero, and that's it. What should be the second one?
The keynote speaker.
Add keynote speaker. They are not showing here, but hopefully on the page they will. I'll save the layout. Now if I go to any group, Drupal Camp Islamabad,
Yes, sir. This is the hero section.
this is the hero section,
Keynote.
and this is the keynote. And why are these two still showing? Anybody?
Sir, remove it
Yes,
from the
remove
main
it.
block.
We added in the content, so we now need to remove those.
Yes, sir.
So if I go to structure, block layout, and we will remove sponsors as well as speakers from here. What else do we have so that we don't? I think everything else is there.
Yes, sir.
If I refresh the page now, so both of them, so this is the hero section. We'll theme it. It has not yet been themed.
Okay, sir.
Then this is the
Yes, sir, keynote.
Keynotes.
keynote speaker section. It also needs to be themed. Now what else we need to have?
The speaker
If I
is
go to
keynote
the
speaker.
original design, so for now we should have speaker keynote this, and then speakers, and then we have built the sponsors and partners. So
Yes.
this one should be there. So now I need to come to group types, event, manage display, manage layout. We already have these two. By the way, maybe this is some problem with the theme we are on. That's why these are not showing, but they are there. In fact, these ones. This one is, if I configure it, we will be on that particular block.
think these will have some problem with the CSS variables that we have used at the primary and secondary.
Maybe. But we'll see why it is like this. So the third one should be
Expert speaker.
speakers, home page speakers,
Yes.
and add block. So this has been added also. Now the fourth one should be
Sponsors and
sponsors,
partners.
and add block, and save. One thing we can do quickly just to check if it is problem with our theme. So if you come to appearance and the enable theme DC Islamabad, here you can see the theme. This is our theme, so we can choose any other theme, for example aqua, and save. If I go back to the site, so this is the new theme. And if you go to
Group.
manage display of the group and manage layout, so I think these are showing here. So
color
you are
will-
right, maybe we need to set those things.
Yes.
I will revert it to our own theme. At least you believe now that there are 4 blocks in the.
Yes.
So if I go to Drupal Camp Islamabad now, the page doesn't look good so far, but at least 2 of the items, homepage speakers, and these have been styled,
Yes.
kind of styled. Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
Now we need to style the other, these 2 parts, the hero and
Keynote speaker.
the
Keynotes.
keynote speaker. So if you come to the hero section, this is the hero section, this is the title, this is description, and then we have 2
CT.
CTAs. So any idea how can we do it?
Create a
We can create
Create a
a
page.
SDC component and paste this markup to the twig file, and we have to use these variables.
And these 2 will be actually the paragraph,
sir.
so they will have separate SDC
Uh,
component.
Separated SDC component.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is going to be, I mean, this will further solidify and strengthen your concepts of SDC. So let's do it. And for each component, you should be feeling very excited because it's such a powerful feature in Drupal, in modern Drupal, I should say.
Yes, sir.
So first things first, we will create the main hero component. So this is we already have the markup, and thanks to Afaq, he has created markup for us. If I go to, let us first create a folder for the hero. So new folder, we'll call it event hero, because maybe there is some clash with, but event hero. Okay,
Yes.
and the file should be event hero dot component dot yml, and the other one should be
Event hero dot twig.
event hero dot twig. Clear?
Yes.
Now in the component we need, before this, if I come to event hero dot twig, so if we go to the mockup and the relevant design for the hero section, so let us copy the markup from there.
Hero section.
So hero section begins here and probably ends here.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
we'll move this to hero.twig. That's it. So now tell me about what variables are here.
Background
Title.
Title.
BGM is.
Will this clamp function work here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is going to be the h1 for the page, which is title.
By the way, we should have to remove this pen because
This one?
yes.
Yes, we should not have, because the any name will be here, whatever is the name.
Yes, sir.
it should be here. I think we can remove this safely. Okay, so this will be title. We can call it title. Then this one should be description. And by the way, if it is coming from Drupal, so it already will be in paragraphs. We will make it description, and we'll make the P a div. And then the CTA buttons. So these are CTA buttons. We will deal with them differently, but for now just ignore it. And this is going to be title, description, and the third one should be
The
a paragraph.
background image,
Yeah.
BGM is
Where is it?
so,
This
here
is
is the-
yes. So this is image URL. The variable name is image URL.
Yes.
Okay, these are the three things we needed, and then the fourth one should be the buttons, but we will deal with it a bit differently, so let us wait for it. And to save time, again I will use card 1 slots and copy. We'll move it to component.yml of this. So this is event hero, image URL, and this is title, and this one is description. And the fourth one should be buttons, CTAs or buttons, you can call it anything. And we should use it here. I think let us do it in a while, not now. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so if we clear cache, do you think this will be available? And we already have created the view, so how can we change that view? Anybody? Let us go there. Structure,
So go to
views,
the view,
hero.
view.
This is the hero view. Okay, so it is not going to be any repetition or any, we already have the fields here. You can
Yes,
see
sir.
the image should be thumbnail
URL.
URL, the only change we need to make. And the group content is, this is the paragraph for
Yes, sir.
we'll leave it this here.
CTA group.
Yes, CTA group. This is intro, and then we have title. So what change do we need now?
Change the format from
UI.
change the field format.
We will just change the fields,
Yes, sir.
I think,
Yes.
because there is no repetition, just one record. So here
Here.
the event hero, this one.
Yes, sir.
So image URL should be the field for
Bureau.
uh, image 2. Okay, then for title it should be view title, group title. I think label is fine too. Then we have intro and content. So in the description we will make it view field and intro,
Yes.
and then in the description, sorry, this is description, this is title, this is image URL. So why is it two descriptions anyway? Content, this
We change the setting, in YML file. This variable will be changed, sir.
yeah, maybe we have
Not yet saved, sir.
image URL, title, description, and CTA. Title is description. Okay, this is wrong, that's why it was showing.
Yes, sir.
Now we will clear cache again. and if I refresh the page, let us do it again. Okay, so if I click on it, apply, as in the settings we'll choose event hero. The image URL is going to be view field, which is image2. The title is label, then the description is going to be
Change this to
view field, and it's field intro, and the CTA should be, let us leave CTA for now. Is this clear? And it is
Yes.
contextual, so if we check it for Islamabad, so this is the image for now, and save it. But it won't have effect for the design because
Yes sir, because it's admin theme.
it's admin theme. So if I refresh the group now, so you can see at least there is something to cherish about. What else we can add here to make it fully stretched?
The breakouts, sir.
Very good. So if we change the view to, this is actually view, if we change it to in the settings,
Yes.
in the props, and that's the prop,
Okay.
okay, it has just props, the hero has just props, no breakout settings. So can we add some w full class?
Yes sir.
Under source HTML classes, apply. By the way, we should have the theme, even if we are not using breakout, so the main theme should be fully
Yes, sir.
100%.
Bill.
Okay,
Yes.
so we will make that change, just ignore it for now. So do you think these two links are dynamic?
No sir.
Because these are hard coded, we have not yet passed these links to the view, so we will make it into a separate component. And this is, to me, this is very interesting part of this demo. These are just hard coded right now. We'll change them into separate components. So let us copy from the source the buttons. Which ones are these? This is just A, right?
Yes sir.
A and A.
Yes sir.
This is one style and this is another.
Yeah, that's time, yes.
So we can create variants also, and we can create separate files also. Let us do the separate files one. So I will copy the first one, and we'll come here in the folder. We'll make CTAs, a new folder called CTAs, and in the CTAs there will be a new folder. We'll call it, what should we call it?
Primary CTA.
Primary.
Yes sir, primary CTA.
And another one which is
Secondary.
Clear?
Yes.
So primary will have its own settings. So we'll create a new file, primary.twig, and then primary.component.yml. Okay, and in the .twig we will paste this.
Yes.
So ahref is this, class is this, and explore more.
Yes.
So what do you think we should be, what should be the variables here? So this one is title.
Yes, and the link. Option set.
This one should be title. And this one should be link. Clear?
Yes sir.
href link, and this is title. What should be the identifier? I mean, how should we or maybe if we are using this separate file, so no identifier is needed.
Yes, I think.
Okay, so this is primary, and then we should create a component.yml also. So again we will copy it from here. We call it primary CTA. In the slots we will have link, and this will be link, and then title. That's it
Yes.
for now. So link and title. Is this so far clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, similarly I will just quickly copy these two, paste it in the secondary, and change the names to secondary dot this dot twig, and in the twig file we will change copy the contents from the source markup, this one, because both are different, right? So here we'll just paste it.
Yes.
I'm not sure if add click open is
Yes,
equal
sir.
to words, so we should remove it because this is,
Yes, sir.
but here we should have link, and this should be
Option Z, sir.
this should be title variable. Clear? Now we have to specify which link it should be. If I clear cache, so these two components will take effect. But if you remember structure, content types, paragraph types, we have created these two. So one is CTA, it has link, just the link field,
Yes, sir.
and then there is CTA group. So
CT.
this is CTA. Just in order to save you guys from coding, we can do it through some trick if else, but we will do it through site building. And so this is the paragraph field, and it references the CTA paragraph type, this one.
Yes, sir.
And in the CTA paragraph type itself, this CTA type, it has this link.
Yes.
Okay, so we can choose, we can create another field here, and if you remember the view mode field,
Yes,
do you
sir.
remember?
Yes, sir.
So we can implement that view mode switcher field here.
Yes, sir.
View mode switcher. This is only because I want to save you from any coding, and view mode basically is a very powerful concept. So we will install view mode switcher module again. We will see the benefits of it. Then deriv drush en view underscore mode underscore switch. Okay, we have enabled the module. What else do we need?
And we have,
Tell me please.
sir, we have to create a view mode, the primary and secondary.
Yes, but before that,
We have to create a field inside the CTA.
very good. We need to create a CTA field, extra field, and that field type should be
List style.
view mode switcher. This one, view mode.
Sir.
But before this, I will leave this screen here and I will go to the view modes, display modes, view modes, and in the paragraph section, we'll create two
View modes.
modes. Add view mode for paragraph, and I will call it
Primary.
primary, and it will be just for the CTA
Yes, sir.
one. And similarly, we will create another paragraph view mode, and that will be secondary. And if you have multiple types of buttons, you can create other view modes also. So these two view modes have been created, primary and secondary. And here now I will make the
Select the button style.
view mode. We can call it view mode. Okay, so those are now available.
Yes, sir. For we select the default.
And then we will choose primary and secondary
Yes, sir.
and save settings. Okay, so this field has been added now to the CTA paragraph type,
Yes.
but we need to have separate view modes now against these view mode. So
Yes.
how can we do that? Structure, paragraph types, CTA, manage display,
Yes, sir.
and you can see any changes now we make in primary or secondary will be accordingly
Yes, sir.
taking effect.
Can use a
Okay,
layout builder.
so for primary and secondary, what we can do is this is that field link.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and let me first hide the hidden. If you remember, we can use the layout builder also, but
Yes.
there is another module, and that is formatter, pattern formatter. This one, UI patterns field formatters.
Yes.
And this is for this very reason that we can use field formatters for individual fields also.
Yes, sir. Sir, from the setting, we can select that.
Yes, so here
Format setting.
it will be component per item,
Yes, sir.
and I will choose which component.
Yes, sir. Primary.
uh, Primary CTA.
Yes, sir.
Okay, look how beautiful it is. What is link
Yes, sir.
and what is title, and we can even pass some and
Attributes.
I think this is also good to remove field markup.
Yes.
So in the slots, in the link, we will use
Data from the field.
this is, I think, link text. This is link text.
Yes.
Sorry, is it link? So link should be URI, and the title should be
Link text.
link text. That's it.
Okay, sir.
And update, save. So this is we have set up the field component for a field in the primary view mode. Okay,
Yes, sir.
now the same we will have to do in the secondary, and here we will make it hidden. The link is component, and then the settings will have which one? The secondary. Okay, both are I think the second one is secondary, just we need to change the label
Yes, sir.
in the comp. Let us quickly do it. We have not changed the component name, so this should be secondary CTA. Again, these are the laurels of copy and paste. Okay, so the link should be field prop URI, and the title should be link text, and update or remove field mark and update and save. Okay,
Yes.
so this is what we needed. Now we need one missing thing. What is that?
CTA group wrapper, sir.
We have hard-coded values in the main hero.
Yes, sir. We should have to remove these.
So in the hero section, event hero, here if you remember, we have these hard-coded values.
Yes, sir. These two.
So I think
These two.
these two. Removed? No. I think we should have Alt
Z.
Z. So how can I remove these two links? One is this, and this one is also, this one needs to be removed too.
Yes.
So how should I, what should I place here now, so that
Include.
no include? That's a question, because we are using it as a variable. Any variable as a slot will come here. This is CTA is a slot, so we will use
Embed.
just CTA, that's it.
Okay, sir.
The variable name should be CTA,
Okay, sir.
that's it. Now we will specify the paragraph field from the view
Yes,
into
sir.
this, so automatically
It will take effect, sir.
it will take effect. So here if now I go to configuration, views, structure, views, and the hero view, this is the paragraph field, group content paragraph
Yes,
field,
sir.
right?
The CTA can have multiple buttons.
Yes, because this is a field. So here we will, in the settings, we'll get, we have not specified what the CTA should be. This
Yes,
is the
sir.
slot, so that variable just we used.
Yes, sir.
So we want it to be a view field also, and which field? The field underscore content, which is the paragraph field actually. Apply. Now the paragraph field is being passed to the hero. Let me clear cache also, because we have changed the nature of the this. Hopefully there will be at least some change if you go to the home page of this is, so you can see we have, and why are they not taking effect? Anybody? This is a question for you. If things are well placed, why are they not taking effect? Because when we were adding this, we had not selected any view mode,
View
because
modes for
that
this,
is
yes, sir.
selected now. I mean that is that was created just right now, so we can edit the content having this it is in groups, Islamabad, edit. This is that paragraph field for this,
Yes, sir.
so we can select view mode. For primary is this, and secondary is this.
Yes, yes, sir.
Inshallah it will be working now, and it's working.
Yes,
It's
sir.
working, but maybe because of some bug in the wrapper div, it's
Yes,
not
sir.
working. So let us fix this also. Also the label is here. First we need to hide the groups label, manage this is manage display, manage layout. We are using the last one was this is
The first one is the hero one.
this is the hero. The hero is content, right? Or
Hero section, sir. You have create a view for that.
we created a view for that,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes. So in the view, I'm sorry, I just got confused a bit. Structure, views, hero. We need to remove the label for the this one. We have a label here. Okay, it is hidden. Then where is this coming from?
On each view
This
of
content.
From the CTA group.
CTA on
From
each
the
CTA, sir.
CTA group, good.
CTA.
In the manage display. Yeah.
Okay, good. So we need to go to paragraph types, CTA group, manage display, and this is that it should be hidden, and save. So if we refresh the page now, that is gone. But let us investigate why we are having these buttons on top of each others. So this is one button and this is another button. Okay, I think we need to remove wrapper divs.
Yes, sir. No markup.
So some settings for the no markup. So first we will go to paragraph types, CTA, manage fields, edit, manage display, link, and remove field markup here also.
For the prime names.
Okay, sorry. Remove markup, we already have it. Remove markup, we already have it. Let us check it again, where is it coming from. Okay, so this is paragraph type CTA, and this is the link. It is rendering properly, but this div should not be there, or should it be? Then this one, then this one,
This is for individual one.
and then this one.
This is for the CTA group.
Okay, this one is CTA group,
Yes.
and then it has to
It have to formalities.
one and this. Okay, so let us start with CTA group. And manage fields, manage display, rendered entity, and we need to remove this markup, so something will go away. If I refresh the page, so at least there is some change.
Remove the separator lines.
So it is if I inspect it again, and we need to remove this one also,
Yes,
right?
sir. We have used it inside the hero section. So there we should have to remove this div.
Okay, and it has these two, so the multiple field settings, actually this is coming from the multiple Drupal field settings, so we can do that also. I think it is it should be inside this
Remove this separator.
should remove this separate and save. So that is also gone. Now the next step is, if we remove these this one, this CTA group markup, wrapper markup,
Yes.
that's all we need.
Yes, sir.
So in order to remove this, it will be removed by removing the wrapper paragraph from the CTA group. Okay, this is not field markup actually.
So we can add these classes to the attribute of CTA group.
Yes, but they are not needed. I think we don't need this wrapper. If I remove it, I think everything will be fine.
Okay.
So what we can do is, it is paragraph type CTA dash group. Okay, so far we have not added any templates to our theme. I will create a new folder, templates, and it should have a folder for paragraph also, and in the paragraph you will have
Paragraph
dot
CTA dash group.
yes. So in the modules contrib paragraph, we will copy the paragraph dot html dot twig and copy it to templates paragraph.
Yes.
Paste. And we'll change it to dash dash. Now dash dash CTA dash group dot HTML dot twig.
Yes.
Okay. Here we need to have remove this
Yes, sir. Only the
because we
content
need
will
that div removed, right?
Yes.
So though it will affect some of the functionality for as we are adding removing the attributes, but I think we can remove it and remove it. Clear cache. If we refresh the page now, buttons are
Coming.
Yes, sir.
because that div just got removed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
everything is inside this. Now do you see the power of view modes and components,
Yes.
single-headed components? Now if I want to add another button, for example,
Yes, sir.
though it is not in the design, so what we can do is we can
Go to-
just edit the
Yes.
group. Here I will add another button
Let's see it here.
and let us make it find out more, and the view mode should be maybe primary again, and save. So now we have 3 buttons.
Yes, sir.
Yes.